Alright, here I am at the North Nappanee Street Railroad crossing in Elkhart, Indiana. Now, this right here is a rather cool crossing that I decided to tour, owned by the Elkhart and Western Railway, which is a short line that goes from Elkhart, Indiana, from a Norfolk Southern line, I believe, from the Chicago line, and it continues west and ends eventually. And although most of the crossings on this line are crossbucks, but they also have a few interesting setups like this one. So yeah, and also I came here to Railfan today on the NS Chicago line, but while, I was here, I decided to tour some crossings for y'all. So I guess with all that said, I'll explain as I go on. Let's get on to it. So for the first signal, this has a Safetran cantilever, 2-lane style. And here's the emergency information in the dot number, and the dot number is 522-686F, sorry, at milepost 2.92. And yeah, pretty neat stuff. And for the mast lights, this has 2 pairs of Hawker and Safetran 12x24-inch incandescent light heads with, I believe, Western Hayes first generation LEDs shoved in them. This is pretty interesting because these mast lights have dotted LEDs in them, and you can see these are all sitting in a Hawker and Safetran light head, and these are all sitting on a Safetran light bracket. And for the overhead lights, this has 2 more pairs of them Safetran 12x24-inch incandescent light heads with them dotted LEDs in them. I'm pretty sure they're Western Hayes first gen, or maybe they're like the earlier Leotech EV series LEDs, and these are also sitting on a Safetran light bracket. Let me get a better view for you guys. Yep. Looks like they painted them too. And for the bell, this has a Western Hayes mechanical bell, probably one of the earlier generation ones. Pretty neat stuff. And I did hear a horn in the distance. That must be the Chicago line. So yeah, that right there was the first signal. It's a pretty cool first signal, but this right here, this second signal, is really what's, catching my interest. So yeah, here is the second signal, which is not at all similar to the first. This one has an absolutely massive Modern Industries gantry style cantilever. As you can see, it stretches all the way across the road. Has the Louisville, Kentucky logo underneath it. And you can see another plate right here mounted upside down, and you can see the patent plate. And way over there is the emergency information once again. They mounted it on the other side. And this cantilever has no mast lights, but only overhead lights. And for the lights on this one, this has a total of 5 pairs of Modern Industries 12x24-inch incandescent lights. I believe they shoved LEDs in these too, as you can see. As you can see, that pair up there has like the crossbuck over them. Pretty neat stuff. And these are all sitting on a Modern Industries light bracket. Yep, these are all sitting on, each individual pair sit on their own Modern Industries light bracket. If I get you guys a close-up look. This is a busy road, so I don't want to take too many chances. As you can see, there's the logo. And yeah, quite neat. And for the bell on this one, this has a Safetran mechanical bell, which is pretty neat. Now, I guess worth mentioning that one year when I was going to through Chicago, if you guys have been watching my content for that long, I actually did pass through this crossing one time when I was going to either Illinois or Wisconsin when I was going hunting and whatnot. And I do remember seeing this crossing when we were crossing the Indiana border, but it's great to know that this crossing is still here. So yeah, this right here was the Nappanee Street Railroad crossing. Here's the relay case. Yep, with all that stuff. And yeah, I guess with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the track view. Down there is heading towards a long straightaway. You can see where it curves, and I believe this is heading east. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a compass on me, but I have one in my car. But so you can see down there heads towards more crossings. And down there, eventually, you could probably see another crossbuck crossing down there, heading west towards more of the Elkhart and Western. And this line is ran by a couple of GP9s that run on a schedule, which is pretty cool. I don't know if we're gonna get lucky enough to get one running, get one of these guys running today and catch them. But for now, it looks pretty empty. But it's pretty cool to see this crossing anyway. So with that said, this was the Nappanee Street Railroad crossing here in Elkhart, Indiana. This is a rather neat crossing, probably the biggest cantilever I have ever found, a Modern Industries one. So yeah, so I guess with all that said, over and out.